Today on G.A.S Attacks, I'd like to share my experience with the PRS SE DGT David Grissom Tremolo Signature Guitar. That was a mouthful. I own two of these, Tobacco Sunburst and a Gold Top. Sunburst is a 2023 model that I purchased off of Reverb in May of that year, and the Gold Top was purchased from Sweetwater in October of 2023. I needed a guitar that I could take on the road, was reliable, and a good fill-in for my 2018 Gibson Les Paul HP Traditional. Did I choose wisely? Let's find out. One of the bands I'm in, Sandy Mule, was playing several festival gigs, and I did not want to take out my main guitar, the Les Paul. I needed something that was serviceable, but if I got lost or stolen, it wouldn't be the end of the world. Live, I really prefer my guitars to have the same specs, at least in terms of the electronics. It saves a lot of headache in terms of matching levels and such, so I really needed two of the same guitar. There are numerous videos out in YouTube land singing the praises of the PRS DGT SE, so I decided to try one out. I received the Burst. I was impressed with the overall quality of the build, the playability, and the electronics. I really wanted a Les Paul style guitar, but with some sonic diversity like my HP. The DGT delivers in that regard. For example, the coil tap is a really nice touch. And something I noticed almost immediately though was that the guitar had a hard time staying in tune, and that the open chords always sounded out of tune. I'd already blocked the tremolo, so that wasn't the issue. I checked the nut, added some graphite, replaced the stock PRS tuners with locking PRS tuners. None of these things resolved the issue or even improved it. Since the gigs were coming up soon, I went ahead and purchased another PRS SE DGT, this time this Gold Top, from Sweetwater, figuring maybe I just got a lemon. This guitar had the exact same issues. So I spent a bunch more time on the guitars and noticed two things. First, even with graphite, the nut was catching on the higher strings, so when I bent a note, it wasn't returning to its previous position, causing it to go out of tune. And secondly, the nut on both guitars was very high. So high, in fact, that when you played a normal open chord, it sounded extremely out of tune. It was way sharp. I had Portland Guitar Repair replace the nuts on both guitars with 0 frets, and the tuning issues almost completely disappeared. Well, with that backstory out of the way, overall, how do I rate these guitars? In terms of playability, the mahogany neck has a unique shape. It features a C shape with a small enhancement to improve the grip on the neck. The neck is super comfortable and easy to play. Electronics. The Texas Voice DGT S humbuckers provide a vintage tinged tone, but can still hold their own in everything from jazz to modern rock. Let's check it out. My only complaint is that the tone knob, in particular the one for the coil split, is very easy to move, and often it's so loose that it'll move by itself. The coil split is nice, but I find myself using it way less than I ever thought I would. With the tremolo, well, I can't really speak to that. I blocked the tremolos immediately, so I can't speak to their performance. Overall, the PRS SE DGT is great out of the box in almost every aspect, except the one of the most important ones: it can't stay in tune. If the guitar can't stay in tune, it doesn't really matter about any of the other stuff. After several upgrades, repairs, and hair pulling, guitars do stay in tune. But a player needs to play with a light touch still, in the open position especially, or chords will go sharp. Check it out. The PRS SE DGT guitars are great once the tuning issues are sorted. Maybe I just got a couple made out of a bad batch, made on a Monday or a Friday. Guitars come with a nice gig bag, but for touring that's not really practical. So after I added the locking tuners, hard case, and the repairs to make the brand new instruments usable, the affordable guitar was not really so affordable anymore. If you're in the market for a PRS SE DGT, I would recommend either trying one out prior to purchasing it, or buying it from an online retailer with an excellent return policy. Please let me know your thoughts on the PRS SE DGT in the comments. That wraps up this episode of G.A.S Attacks. Until next time, if you found this video interesting or helpful, please like the content. And if not yet a subscriber, please subscribe. It really helps out the channel. Please also check out my other videos, including a new music video of one of my original songs on the fourth Saturday of every month. Thank you so much for watching.